Hey, it's Jeremy J here. So I'm doing this video and thinking about what to talk about, and the topic that comes to mind is what I repress in myself, what I don't allow myself to express. Maybe that's a better way to put it. What I don't allow myself to express, why I hide certain emotions, feelings, or thoughts that I have. So I've been thinking about that today, and today I've let myself just unload with some of my thoughts or emotions here in my place by myself while my girls here, my two daughters, are asleep. And I had a variety of emotions that I just let myself express. It felt good, but I thought after doing it, I think about myself, and I'm doing this video to share, because maybe you're in a situation where you find yourself repressing yourself a lot. Like your things you want to say, things you want to do, emotions you want to express. Maybe there's a lot that you're repressing in your life, just like I feel like I am. And I'm not here to say whether that's good or bad. Repressing is neither good nor bad, it just is. But I asked the question about it: why do I do it? Why do I not? The reason I say this is because I'm very even-keeled during the day. I'm like this in how I interact. And I will laugh. I love to laugh, and occasionally I will cry, and I will do that. Or occasionally I will feel a surge or a rush of just frustration and anger. And oftentimes I repress many of these emotions, or many of the things that I want to say, whether that's just out loud or to other people. I think the number one reason why I don't express myself more than I do is I'm afraid to do it. I'm afraid that if I get angry with someone, that there's going to be repercussions. I'm afraid if I get angry with someone that I'll do something that I might regret, or say something that I might regret. I'm afraid of the outcome of the event of expressing my frustration and anger. That's one thing that I repress. And I have what I feel like are good reasons for that based on my own life experience. So anger and frustration, there's one. My own sadness that happens sometimes, I repress that. I'm afraid that if I let out my sadness in front of people, that they're going to consider me a weak and needy person and not a man of strength. So I repress the times where I'm sad. I repress it. I don't let it out, because I'm afraid of being labeled some weak and needy guy, and I have my own reasons from my past for that as well. It's interesting that everything I repress is because of a past experience where I let myself express the emotion and got labeled something or treated in a certain way, or I was treated in a certain way by that certain emotion, and I don't ever want to do that to someone else. So anger, sadness, excitement. I don't let myself get too excited. And why don't I let myself get too excited? Shouldn't I jump around for joy and scream and holler and have a good time? Why do I repress this emotion? I'm afraid that if I do that, if I allow myself to feel excited, too ecstatic about a situation, that the situation that I'm feeling ecstatic about will turn on me. The situation will change. And what I was feeling excited for was simply the way things were at a point in time. And as I've come to know and understand, things change over time. And what I was once excited about can turn on me in an instant. And so I repress my excitement for things because I know that they can change in an instant. So those are three things I repress: anger, sadness, excitement. What about frustration? Oh, I have plenty of frustrations inside of me about a host of things. Frustrations with myself, frustrations with other people. Just my kids tonight were taking forever to go to bed. That was frustrating tonight. I repress frustration, again, because I don't want to be labeled. I'm afraid of getting labeled something by being frustrated. Oh, Jeremy's frustrated, therefore he's less of a man, he's less of a person. We should steer clear from him. So I hold in my frustration and put off this vibe, this face that I'm some Zen-like person who has no emotion. And none of this is true. What I'm learning about myself is that I have a swirling whirlwind of emotions in myself, and I keep them repressed. And I think sometimes there's good reason to do that. If we just let ourselves feel every emotion, we'd be very difficult to be around. I think we'd be very difficult to be around. We'd be angry and frustrated and yelling all the time and making noise all the time. I think there's a time and a place to release emotion, a time and a place to release anger, sadness, excitement, and frustration. And I don't do it enough. I don't allow myself to feel enough. And quite frankly, it's numbed me a little. It's numbed me. And I don't like being numbed. I want to feel and I want to experience. And so for me, I'm going to make time each day in some capacity, even if it's 5 minutes, to just breathe and ask my body, what am I feeling right now? Am I at peace? Am I frustrated? Am I angry? Am I sad? Am I concerned? Whatever it is I'm feeling. And give myself permission to unleash this emotion, positive or negative, to unleash this emotion. And that it's okay to do. And it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about me. And that's how I'm going to start, is giving myself time each day to release whatever I'm feeling, whatever I'm repressing. And perhaps as I do that over time, I'll start to be able to do this more around other people. And perhaps this will help me feel more around other people, because right now I feel very suppressed. I feel very much like I'm holding back who I am all the time because of fear of risk of saying or doing something. There you go. This is kind of a raw video of me sharing thoughts about repressing emotions and feelings, or being repressed, and why it might make sense to not do that. Think about you and your life. Are you going through the same thing as me right now, where you're feeling and not expressing yourself, or you're holding things in? I don't think we should hold things in. Certainly we should give ourselves private time at the very least to express ourselves, and I have not done that. I have not done that. And I can tell doing this video that it's caught up with me. It's caught up with me. I've got too much stuff going in on the inside, and it needs to be let out. It needs to be let out. And I'm going to go continue to do that. There you go. This is another one of my videos. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time.